Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel NSR Azure Cloud. In today's session, I'll be covering about what a blob is. Okay, basically blob is a storage account and it is something like it's a binary large object. Okay, and this is a binary large object. Okay, what is blob? Blob is basically this particular storage account is used to store or access massive amounts of unstructured data inexpensively. Okay, this is basically used to store massive amounts of data, unstructured data, structured data, or any kind of data will be there, right? Semi-structured data. So inexpensively, if you want to store any particular data, right, then blob is the best option in this Azure cloud. All right. So why do we use this blob storage? It is basically used to protect our company's data and manage storage with ease. All right. It is basically used to protect our company's data and manage that particular storage with ease. All right. So what are the different kinds of places where we'll be using this? So what kind of storage would be present? I'll tell you. So basically we'll be having this binary data. It is basically used to store binary data, application data, video files. It is also used to store or stream this audio files, text files, images, okay, configuration files, sensor data, log files, anything. Okay, be it in any format, in any kind, we'll be able to store that particular data in our blob storage account. Okay, all right. So one more thing, blob also contains something called as comprehensive data management. Okay, using this comprehensive data management, it will allow us to optimize the storage cost by using different kinds of access types. Okay, we have few different kinds of access tiers, so called as hot, cold, and archive tiers. So using these particular access tiers, it will allow us to optimize the storage cost. Okay, it is basically used to optimize the storage cost. All right, so what are the scenarios wherein you will be using this particular blob? It is basically used to store the data like backup data, to restore any kind of data, and if any disaster occurs, right? So at that particular time, if you want to store any disaster recovery data, archiving data, so these are the different scenarios wherein you will be using this blob storage. All right, okay, now let me go to the portal and show you how we create this particular blob storage account. All right, I'm opening my portal.azure.com. In the previous video, you have seen how to create a particular resource group, right? So now let me just create this particular resource group. And under this resource group, I'll try to create one blob account, okay? So what is a blob account? Blob is a storage account, right? So if you can see here, this is the storage account. Okay, so just click on this create option. All right. So just give the subscription. Subscription is Azure subscription, and this one is the resource group which I have created earlier. Okay, all right. So let me just give some name called blog NSR Azure Cloud. Okay, I'm just giving some name to this. Okay, it is already taken it since. Let's just use this one. All right. So we have different kinds of mandatory fields. So you'll have to, by default it will fill the mandatory things accordingly. This redundancy, right, this redundancy is another topic I'll be covering in the next classes. Okay, redundancy is basically replication of data. Whenever you try to store a particular data in a particular storage account, right, so the data would be replicated in different regions. Okay, different regions, different zones. So that is what this redundancy is all about. Okay, I'll make a video about this in future sessions. Okay, so for now just click on next. All right, these are the different things for another day. These are for another day. Let's not talk about that. Just click on next, next, next tag. Here you can give environment. Okay, the environment could be suppose development environment. Development. All right, so here we have to select all. Okay, storage account. All right, let me just review and create. It is running a validation, right? Once everything is fine, you will be able to see that. Okay, now the validation is passed, you can just go and create it. Okay, if there are any issues, right, you can you'll be seen here like that on that particular tab. If you can click, you can just change it. If the validation is failed, right, you can just click on that particular field and then you can just try to correct it and then create it. Okay, so it is running the validation, and since the validation is passed, I'm just clicking on create. So if you can see here, it is submitted and it is currently in progress. Okay, the deployment is in progress. Okay, it took a little time to deploy it. Now the deployment is complete. You can directly click on this go to resource option. Okay, just click here and then it will take you to your particular storage account. All right, so what are the different kinds of services we have under this storage account? We have blob service, we have file service, queue service, and table service. Let us go into this blob service. All right, now let me create a container with some name. I'm creating container. Container is nothing but it's a directory. You can correlate this with a directory. Okay, container. All right, so I'm just creating one input container. This is a directory, and inside this directory I'm just creating I'm just uploading one file. Okay, be it any size, you'll be able to upload that particular file. All right, so if you can see here, we have different types of blob types, block sizes, and access types. Okay, we'll be discussing about this in my next session. So today's session is basically how to create a particular blob storage in my storage account. Okay, now I have shown you how to create a blob storage in a particular resource group, and in that resource group I've created a blob storage, and inside that blob storage I have uploaded a file with some size file. Okay. All right, so in the next session I'll be covering about what are the different types of blobs and what are the different access types. Okay, so please do subscribe to my